So I just got a new recording situation, a Rode mic, and because I want to try and do some narration stuff. And yeah, so here's my first attempt, literally ever. There's been minimal editing. I am going to learn a lot of new things. It sounds like a fun hobby and a skill to have. So without further ado, here you go. Wait, let's get into it. I'm going to start with He Who Ate the Wild by GJ Terral. Greg, notice how I said your name correctly this time, unlike that time I unboxed He Who Ate the Wild. Anyway, let's go for real. Mother always loved the forest. Swaths of smothering trees interrupted by the bluest rivers, both of which you could lose yourself in. Summer, winter, it didn't matter which. She swore the spirits of the wild woods were mostly benevolent, as long as you played by their rules, and she reminded me of them incessantly. Whisper your prayers, light your candles, watch your step, cherish your life, and most importantly, don't look spirits in their eyes or let them know your name. Father hated the forest, especially after Mother disappeared, but he never stopped loving her. He whispered his sorrow and lit candles on her shrine. He never seemed capable of lifting his heavy stare. With time, he stopped cherishing his life. I saw it in small ways. He wouldn't bathe, he wouldn't eat. It was a night so similar to the others that a terrible spirit consumed him. Father sat motionless, staring westward. His eyes were vacant, his back bent. He looked to the edge of the forest as if it might give him an answer to the question wedged into the gaps of both of our broken hearts. Where had Mother gone? What slinked unbothered through our wards to coil around my father answered back with silence. But Father screamed. His eyes were full of rage and remorse as he was consumed, not lost in the wild as many men go. But by then, I was old enough to know he'd lost himself. I huddled into myself and kept my eyes on the floorboards as I whispered my prayers. I felt that same insidious spirit observing me as I prayed to the towering trees, the wailing wind, and the steadfast soil. Most importantly, I prayed for my missing mother. She had left just before my 14th spring toward Lord Keogh's fields in the west, and now Father was gone too, just after my 15th winter. I can't tell you how long I sat there in my heavy, soiled grief. Days, weeks, merely minutes. By the time Father's wailing had given the night back to the sounds of nature, his blood had seeped into our floor mats, and I had to watch my steps to avoid spreading his mess further across our home. Father had been a strong and kind man, but he couldn't dilute his love for Mother, not with love for himself or love for me. I checked the wards around our home as Mother had taught me. I lit fresh candles at both her shrine and the new one I built for him. I did other, sadder things, but I always made sure to cherish my life. A breeze rattles the leaves. Father's sad spirit lingers. I hear his whispers. There was a darkness across our home that even the boldest breeze couldn't blow away, though it tried. Storms raged for weeks after Father's passing, and to this day I can't say it was unrelated. Spirits and storms often chase each other, but which was predator and which was prey, I couldn't begin to fathom. During the day, I'd forage, keeping to the paths Mother had taught me. But hunger and the sounds of rainfall were my constant companions. At night, spirits would come, testing my wards for weaknesses, but never the one that had consumed Father. I'd stare at the tips of lit candles and whisper my prayers until sleep took me. I knew it wasn't the life Mother or Father hoped for me. What parents would wish suffering or anguish on their child? This cycle repeated until my supplies grew too few and my dreams too large. If I were to die, I wanted it to be a glorious death. Father had taught me many things: how to write, the beauty of a poem, and the necessity of swordsmanship. In his death, He taught me one last thing I'd carry for the rest of my life. I wish to die a good, meaningful death. The sort of death that accomplished something. Not the way he went, screaming from the world. When the spirits came that night, as they ever did, they found an empty home, though our home had truly been empty for months before I left. I'd been as much as a specter as they, the way I lingered. I think I hoped Mother would return. When I left, I took the chance to leave a message for her, just in case. I have grown hungry. Grief no longer nourishes me. I will eat the wild. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That